Okay, so I'm going to just throw those in the fridge for a couple of minutes just to let them firm up while we get the fat carving, the large sculpture that we've got over here, which we're going to use for a presentation. Okay. Alright, a couple of minutes in the fridge, they've just started to firm up. So now I can skewer them, finish them, and get them ready for the final preparation, presentation. So I'm using the blunt end of the skewer, a little bit of chopped parsley. We don't want to make it look like Wimbledon green, but there we go. With the final presentation of these lollipops, we're actually going to be going into a large sculpture or a fat carving, depending on which part of the world you come from. Call it different things. And the fat is actually tallow, which resembles, when you first see it, it looks like candle wax, candle fat. And I'm sure you've seen buffets from hotels, or you may even use it in your own premises. If you've got a sculptor on board or somebody who's got some artistic temperament, they can make some amazing sculptures with this stuff. And we use it for we use these, depending on the client, we might do their logo, we might do a theme. I'm actually going to use we've got one of sockeye salmon. So it's supposed to be spawning and jumping up the river to go spawn. And we're going to use that as the backdrop to drop these smoked salmon lollipops in. When I was doing my apprenticeship, the carving was it seemed that every hotel had their own carvers, ice carvers and fat carvers, but fat carving was a huge thing in Europe in the early 60s and 70s, and chefs would spend weeks doing these carvings. Now, of course, with the labor costs that we've got, very few of us can afford to have chefs full-time on our team who can do that anymore. The same with the ice carving. We actually no longer, or one, we don't have the space in the freezer to be able to hold the carvings, so we actually subcontract all the carving work out now. The fat carving, we used to do some of it in-house, but it's more a matter of time than space, and there's a local girl that does all the carvings for us. Okay, so there's our lollipops, so we'll just put those to one side. Here's our dancing salmon, our salmon jumping out of the water, looking for somewhere to go and have lots of fun. And this, of course, would be a phenomenal centerpiece to a seafood buffet. Okay, so smoked salmon lollipops, the seedless grapes, rolled in Philadelphia cream cheese, slices of smoked steelhead, dusted with chopped parsley, 12-inch bamboo skewers, and into the tallow carving. Great centerpiece.